This might be an unpopular opinion, but I think the Clippers had one of the best off seasons in the NBA. What is going on, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Yeah, that might scratch some heads. I feel like the Clippers are a heavily hated team in the NBA. One, because they're the rivals of the Lakers, who have LeBron, and two, they talked a lot up, especially when the Blazers lost to them and all that, and they were easily hated. But I think we need to go above and beyond that and look past that. You might hate them and realize they had a sneaky good offseason. They obviously still have a top 5 player in the NBA, Kawhi Leonard. Yes, playoff Paul George wasn't very good, but he's still a very good player. He was just rewarded with an extension, which I think is huge for the Clippers, just because he'll be on the team for the next 5 years. And yes, you might be like, wow, that was a little bit of an overpay for somebody who hasn't been good in the playoffs in maybe 5 years, but you don't have any of your first round picks over the next 5 years. So if Kawhi ends up leaving you next offseason and you don't have Paul George as well, you're going to be bad, and the Thunder are going to have all your good draft picks. So I think being able to keep Paul George will also help keep Kawhi Leonard as long as he has a better playoff run this year. They also kept Lou Will. Now, the one thing about Lou Will is he's getting up there in age, so we could see a regression year from Lou Will, but I don't think we'll see that. They got Serge Ibaka, which is pretty huge, on a 2-year deal that is fully guaranteed on the second year, and I think he's an upgrade over Montrezl Harrell. I do. I know Montrezl Harrell won 6th Man of the Year last year, but I think Serge Ibaka is a better defender. He's a way better shooter, and I think he's an overall better player, and he can also play the 5. He can defend centers that are way taller than Montrezl Harrell could last year. And Montrezl Harrell really didn't play all that well in the playoffs, while Serge Ibaka, hey, he won a championship 2 years ago. Marcus Morris, I think he's a little bit overrated, but he's still a good player, and they kept him for 2 more years, which is huge for their depth. Patrick Beverley, they still have him at point guard. Ivica Zubac is probably their backup center now, but maybe you can play some big man lineups to go up against AD and Marcus Gasol or whatever the big lineups the Lakers are running. You could have Zubac and Ibaka out there at once, which I think will be huge for them. Luke Kennard, this is my favorite offseason addition for them. They turned Landry Shamet into the 19th overall pick and then flipped the 19th overall pick for Luke Kennard, and I think Luke Kennard is definitely a better player than Landry Shamet. Landry Shamet is probably a better shooter, especially off ball, but Luke Kennard is still a very good shooter. You can see he shot 39% last year, 39% the year before, 41%. He's a good shooter. He was at Duke and he was in Detroit. He's also a way better passer than Landry Shamet. I think he progressed so well and developed so well as a passer last year. For Detroit, yeah, he won't have as big of a role on the Clippers, but I think he's a huge addition for the Clippers next year. They were able to keep Reggie Jackson. Yeah, he's a fine backup point guard. Able to keep Patrick Patterson. They brought in Nicholas Batum. Can't hurt their depth. And I actually kind of like their young guys a little bit. I'm a fan of Daniel Otero. If you watch my NBA live stream, the Knicks drafted him and I was happy, and then they traded him away for some whatever reason. They moved on to Kevin Jelly, which I kind of like. I liked him last year. He didn't play a lot. Terrence Mann, I'm a big fan of. They picked up Kai Bowman. They also have Jay Scrubb, who went in the second round. I like him as well. Or actually, no, he did go in the second round at pick 55. But I just think they had a good offseason, and they're getting overlooked a bit because a lot of people hate them. And hey, you can hate whoever you want. I don't care. But I think we should realize that they had a successful offseason, in my opinion. So this is the rotation I'm going with for year number 1. Well, Beverly at the point, George, Leonard, Morris at the 4, Ibaka at the 5, with a bench of Lou Will, Luke Kennard, Ivica Zubac, and Reggie Jackson. I won't be giving minutes to Batum, Patterson, and Terrence Mann. Maybe we will in the playoffs come that time. Now, I do think Doc Rivers is a better coach than Ty Lue, but maybe for this team, Ty Lue might be the better guy because Doc Rivers really hasn't been anywhere far in the playoffs in a long time. We never really took the Clippers to the NBA Finals when he had some really good teams, or even to the conference finals, I should say. Ty Lue, hey, he's won a championship in the last 5 years. You might say that's more on LeBron, but still, my point still stands, and obviously, you know, the Doc Rivers, Paul George beef. But system proficiency under Ty Lue, 3.5 star balance, will probably rock that. Yeah, we're coming in at number 7 in the power rankings. I think we should be pretty good this year, though. So we ended the season as the 3 seed in the Western Conference, the 4th seed in the power rankings. Now, I think this is where the Clippers could end in real life. I think that maybe Kawhi and Paul George will take their games off, kind of like how they did a little bit last year, but they still ended up as the 2 seed. But we'll see what happens. I think they'll probably finish. I don't see them finishing as a 1 seed, not because I don't think they're good enough. I do think they're good enough. I just don't think they're going to play enough games, and they'll probably take some games off, and they'll probably not be great in the regular season. But still finish 2 to 4, which I can't really see them falling below 3. I think 2 or 3. So Luka wins MVP, Wiseman Rookie of the Year, Dinwiddie 6th Man, Giannis Defensive Player of the Year. Wow, that's actually 2 of my picks next year. Luka's MVP and Giannis' Defensive Player of the Year. Michael Porter Most Improved, Doc Rivers Coach of the Year and Executive of the Year. goes to Jacob Park. So we had Kawhi Leonard on All-NBA second team. He wasn't open to a contract extension at the deadline in the middle of the year. Paul George does not get on All-NBA third team, but he's on All-Defensive first team. You like to see that. And Kawhi on All-Defensive second team. So we take it on the Memphis Grizzlies in round one, a team that we should beat. Obviously, they have one of the best young guards in the NBA. Ja Morant, one of the best young forwards, and Jaren Jackson Jr. Somebody that I think was snubbed off ESPN's top 100 list, and Jonas Valanciunas. I was like, really? You don't think he's going to finish as a top 100 player this year? I just didn't really agree with that. Kawhi had 26 points, 8 rebounds, and almost 5 assists, 51 from the field, 41 from 3, 90 from the line. Paul George, 22 points, 6 rebounds, 4.5 assists, over a steal a night. Was great shooting the ball. We'll see how he does in the playoffs. Lou Will, 15 points, 5 assists, 36 from 3. He was open to doing a contract extension, but I wanted to give him a 1-year deal, and he wanted 2 years. So I'll probably go back to him in the offseason, and his relations with the team is lit. Nice, 2K. Serge Ibaka, 14 points, 8 rebounds, over a block, and 35 from 3. Marcus Morris, 12 points, 4 rebounds, 46, 39, 85 splits. There's Luke Kennard, just under 10 points, but he shot 39 from 3, and over 3 assists. I will take that. Reggie Jackson, 7.5 points, 2 assists, was actually great shooting the ball for us. And then Ivica Zubac, 7 and 8. I might do a lineup change for the playoffs. Patrick Beverley was actually not bad shooting the ball. Not at all, but obviously he's not going to shoot it a lot. But, he got his rebounds, he got his assists over a steal a night. I'll take it for Pat Bev. So for the playoffs, I'm going to move Serge Ibaka to a power forward, and we're going to start him, and we're going to start Zubac. We're going to go big for the playoffs. I don't know if that's a great idea. We're going to give like 24 minutes to Marcus Morris, and then we'll go 23 to Zubac. Yeah, so he's still going to play more. We're just going to go with him in the starting lineup. Yeah, we'll go with something like that. So let's just see how game 1 goes, and we win. Okay, so we ended up winning by 24 points. Kawhi dropped 32, 9 and 6. Paul George, Pandemic P, he's Pandemic P right now. We'll see if we can get into playoff P, but currently he is Pandemic P. Ibaka wasn't great shooting the ball, but Kawhi really carried us in this game, and Lou Will was solid as well. So let's see. Can we pick up a game 2 victory? We can, by 6 points at home, so we win both in the Staples Center. Paul George, he's still Pandemic P. He's still Pandemic P. Kawhi, though, was phenomenal in the first 2 games. Zubac, hey, not bad stuff at all. Ibaka got 10 rebounds, 2 blocks. I'll take it. Let's see how game 3 goes. Can we take a 3-0 lead on the Grizzlies? We cannot, as we end up losing by 2 in overtime. Damn, that hurts. Ja had 42 and 11. Kawhi is killing it. Paul George, come on, man. Come on, man. Give me playoff P. Do not give me Pandemic P. Game 4, as they tied up 2-2. Oh, my God. We lost both in Memphis. Paul George has a good game here. He does. He gets his field goal percentage above 40, but it did not result in a win. All right. Serge Ibaka has been pretty good as our power forward, and Zubac, how has he done so far? He's been pretty good. If you go to his birth, yeah, we maybe should give him more minutes. How is Marcus Morris doing? Ooh, okay. We might do a... Lou Will hasn't been that good either. So what I'm going to do, actually, is I'm going to go... Kennard, he's been pretty good shooting at least. We're going to go 22 to Morris, 27 to Lou Will, and then we're going to give Zubac 27 minutes. Yeah, so game 5, we pick up the victory back in the Staples Center by 8 points. Kawhi was great. Paul George was solid in this game. Ibaka 17 and 8. Zubac with a double-double. And then going on to game 6 here, we end up winning at 6. And it's funny who we're playing next, but we won by 10 points. Hey, we get playoff P in game 6. Everybody was tweeting at him, messing with them on Twitter. Proved the haters wrong for this game. We'll see what happens in the next series as we're taking on nobody else but the Denver Nuggets, a rematch of the Western Conference semifinals from 2020. Lakers are there against the Pelicans, AD versus former team. So let's see how game 1 goes. I mean, I don't think they made any moves this season. Yeah, nothing like that. RJ Hampton is playing for them, and so is Bol. But game 1 against the Nuggets, we do pick up a victory. We win by 6 points. Kawhi goes off. Pandemic P was probably in effect for this game. He was not that good. I mean, his field goal percentage wasn't horrible. 30% from 3. I mean, it wasn't that bad, but it wasn't particularly any good. But we'll see what happens in game 2. Can we win both at the Staples Center? We can. Let's go. We win by 4 points. Winning the close ones as Kawhi and Paul George were both really good. So was Luke Kennard. Marcus Morris was efficient. Same with Reggie Jackson. Lou Will has been pretty bad. I don't know what we're going to do with him in the offseason. Zubac was all right. Can we take a 3-0 lead on the Nuggets? No, we cannot. Imagine we win this game and then we go up 3-1. I would not be happy because I would just be scared. Paul George was pretty good in game 3. Kawhi was not great, but he was all right still. Lou Will stepped up, or that's Luke Kennard, excuse me. Lou Will was bad. Honestly, we're making another coaching change. We got to adapt. We got to adapt. We're going to go 23 minutes to Lou Will, and we're going 28 to Kennard. Kennard has been so... Wait, did that say Lou Will's on fire? No, he's not. What? Let me see his recent games, and I'll tell you if he's on fire or not. Look at the shooting. 4 for 13, 1 for 7, 3 for 9, 4 for 12. Yeah, he was 7 for 11, 7 for 15, 1 for 8, 4 for 15. What is he on fire? He's not on fire whatsoever. Game number 4, we take a 3-1 lead. I'm happy because we're up 3-1, but I'm also a little bit scared because remember the last time the Clippers were up 3-1 on the Nuggets? Kawhi was great. Paul George was fine in this game. Ibaka had a double-double. How'd Kennard do? Not great. Who wants the 6-man role? I don't know who wants it. Do we give it to Morris? Maybe we give it to Marcus Morris. I don't know. Let's see. Can we get past the Nuggets, though? And no, we cannot. Okay. We're going on to Game 6 as Jokic goes off. Paul George was all right. Kawhi was not very good shooting ball, but 3, he was solid. Ibaka wasn't that good. All right, just don't let him tie it up. Okay, thank God. If we went into a Game 7, blowing a 3-1 lead, I would have just freaked out. But Morris, hey, maybe Marcus Morris wants the 6-man role. You know what? If you play good, you're getting the 6-man role. Marcus Morris will be getting it here. We're going to go 23, and then we're going to go 27 to Marcus Morris. Yeah. He's definitely on fire. I don't know. Lou Will is not on fire. 2K, that doesn't make any sense. As for once, I do want a Battle of LA Conference Finals. We were so close to getting it last year, but the Clippers couldn't hold up their end of the bargain. But we can't take on the Lakers, unfortunately, as they lost to the Pelicans in 5, who were so good in the simulation with Zion, Ingram, Lonzo Ball, etc. on their team. Like Ingram has been playing all right in the playoffs. Actually, he's not been that good. He's not. Zion, though, he's been carrying them, it looks like. Who's their number 2 scorer? Has it been Bledsoe? It looks like it's been JJ Redick, unless Adams. JJ Redick and Adams. How's Lonzo doing? Wow. I don't know how they beat the Lakers. That's just probably 2K for you. Game 1, we lost by 14. Okay, Marcus Morris, hey, you're the 6th man for this series. Paul George, please, I need a little bit more out of you. His efficiency has not been bad whatsoever, but Paul, come on, give me something here. No, why are we down? We lose both in New Orleans. Ugh, come on, don't go down 3-0, please. Thank you. We win 1 at least. We beat them by 18 at home. Come on. Tied up 2-2. Let's win this home 1. Don't go down 3-1. Let's go. We win by 14. George drops 30. Kawhi 27. That's what I'm talking about. Game number 5. It's going to be in New Orleans. Let's see what happens here. We have a solid first quarter. Not a good second quarter. Good third quarter. Can we hold off this victory, please? Come on. Don't blow it. I think we should be fine. Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? We choked. Oh, Adams hit free throws at 12 seconds left, and then Lou Will takes the final shot. Come on. All right, can we please win Game 6? Can we force a Game 7? We're at home. Oh, my God. Okay, not a great first quarter. Can we come back in the third? Huge third quarter. Come on. Come on, close it out. All right, we're closing out. That's what I'm talking about. We don't blow them out, but we win by a decent amount. We win by 15. Kawhi drops 56 and almost has a triple-double. Wow, Kawhi did not want to go home. Marcus Morris was really good. Lou Will was, Jesus, I might give him less minutes. Paul George, pandemic P in that game. But his efficiency has been good in the playoffs. Don't get me wrong, but come on. Game 7 in New Orleans. They were the 1 seed. Come on, come on. Good first quarter. Good first quarter. Don't blow it in the second. And we blow it in the second. Great, come on. Just be close to the 4th and I'll hop in. But we're up by 15 with 10 minutes left. Don't blow this. Oh my God, we're winning. Let's go. We win by 16. And we're going to the NBA Finals. Kawhi drops 41. PG with 31. Let's go, Bob. Kawhi had 15 free throws. Kennard with 16. Zubats with a double-double. Lou Will was all right. Ibaka was all right. Morris wasn't great, but he'll still be the 6th man. Yeah, he's going to be the 6th man for the finals. And we're taking on the Heat. So, Clippers versus the Heat. Paul George almost signed with the Heat. Maybe at some point. There was always rumors of that, but I don't know if that was true. But we're taking on Dragic, Hero, who's been pretty good. Jimmy Butler, Precious Achiuwa, Bam, Duncan Robinson, Iggy, Nunn, and Olynyk. Now, for Tyler Hero, I did tweet out the other day that I think he's becoming one of the more overrated players in the NBA. And I know people, like, when you say overrated, people think, all right, he's calling him bad, or underrated, they're calling him good. Overrated does not mean a player is bad. Tyler Hero is a good basketball player. He was a top 3 rookie last year. He's probably the 3rd best rookie in that class so far from the 2019 class. And boy, would I love to start a team with him. Would I pick him over like 10 or 15 other guys? Probably not. But I think just the public perception, and this mainly originated from Heat fans or just the NBA Twitter saying that they wouldn't trade up Tyler Hero or trade Tyler Hero to get James Harden because he's so much younger and the culture. And I'm just like, is your culture that like perfect that you can't add a top 10 player in the NBA? Like if you gave up Hero, you'd probably have to give up Iggy, Myers Leonard. I don't know if you'd have to throw in Dragic, Achiuwa, and a first or two while you get to keep Bam. I think you do that. I think you do that. I know you're kind of gutting a little bit of your young core. You might have to throw Duncan Robinson. but you're getting a top 10 player in the NBA. If you had James Harden in the finals last year instead of, but you're also gutting your depth. I get the reason of, like, gutting your depth is, like, a wary reason, and, like, you're kind of scared to do it. But, like, people are like, I wouldn't do it straight up hero for Harden. Then I'm like, come on. Where our heads at? And ESPN kind of overrated him a little bit in their player rankings. But hey, maybe he'll finish as a top 60 guy next year. And I could look like an idiot right now. Definitely a possible scenario. So let's see what happens. We're in the finals in year 1. That's pretty dope. Game 1, it's going to be at the Staples Center. We have a pretty good first half. And it's looking like we're going to pick up a game 1 victory. Yep, we end up winning by 26 points. Kawhi drops 35. Paul George 22. Butler had 32. But it was not enough. Game number 2, we pick up a victory. Let's go. We win by 11 points. I wanted to win multiple championships in this video. So it'd be a nice start to win in year 1. Let's go. We end up winning by 16 here in game 3. All right, and then can we maybe pull off the sweep? That would be kind of crazy, but not looking too good to pull off the sweep, but maybe can we come alive here in the 4th, and it's looking like we're going to do so. You know what? I want to play a little bit with this Clippers team, and then we'll get into the offseason. So we got Lou Will currently in. We don't have any of our top guys, but I guess that's fine. Wow. Passing lanes this year, they hurt me, man. They normally in 2K20, they would not, or even 2K21 on last gen, they would not have stolen that ball. But hey, I'm learning a little bit more from my Thunder franchise as well. Because in the last episode, so many of that happened as Kennard spin move in the paint. Can't get the N1 to go, though, but he gets fouled. Kennard's first free throw is up, and that is, oh, good. Go figure. Let's see if he can at least hit one. Come on, Luke. Come on, Luke. There we go, Luke. Paul George had 33 points in this game for his that goes out of bounds. But, yeah, we got playoff P. I think we got playoff P in this year's playoffs. We did not get pandemic P, which I'm very happy with. Let's see what we can do with Paul George here. Who's that? Serge Ibaka? Come over here. Give me a screen. Come on, Serge. I didn't want a screen on that side. I kind of wanted to shoot the ball, but you know what? I got to find Serge inside as he gets that to go. And we are up by 21 points. Kawhi only had 12 points in this game. All right, PG, can I step back a little bit or pull up a little bit? I don't know what you're doing. Okay, well, that was just a horrible idea. Playoff P for 3. Can you knock that down? Why not let it fly? No good. So we ended up sweeping the Miami Heat, and Kawhi Leonard was your finals MVP in those 4 games. All right, so we're going to go for the repeat next year. I'm going to try to keep most of our core together. Mainly, the number 1 priority is re-signing Kawhi Leonard. Obviously, we're not going to have any lottery picks. I believe we do have our first round pick, correct? Yes, we do. It is at pick 30 as the Spurs get the number 1 pick. That's pretty cool. We're going to keep Ty Lue, Chauncey Billups, Kenny Atkinson. That's a really nice assistant coach duo. So I'm going to offer this trade to Sacramento. So maybe Buddy Hield requested a trade after not a good year again with the Kings record. He does have 3 years left on his deal, so we're going to trade them Marcus Morris, who isn't expired, so they get off that contract 2 years earlier. They're getting my 30th pick and 2 seconds, and we're adding one of the best 3-point shooters in the NBA to pretty much our bench, which is a huge pickup. Kawhi does opt out, but we're going to offer him the max to come back. If he doesn't come back, we might be screwed, but let's hope he does. So let me give Kawhi I can't give him 5 years, damn. So I'll give him player option, no trade clause, and the most I can give him, which is a lot of money, $39 million a year. That should be his number 1. Raptors are trying to bring him back, but yeah, pretty much Buddy Hield is going to take Lou Will's minutes as well because I'm going to play Daniel Rotoro next year. I mean, do I give Lou Will a 1-year deal? You know what? It can't hurt. I want to bring Lou Will back. I'm not going to bring back Reggie Jackson, Batum, or Jacob Evans as we get Kawhi and Lou Will. That's what I'm talking about. I'm going to match whatever deal Luke Kennard gets. So we get Luke Kennard back on a 3-year, $34 million deal. Giannis joins the Spurs, so he comes over to the Western Conference. Kyle Lowry goes to the Thunder. All right. Drummond goes back to the Cavs. DeRozan back home to the Raptors. That's pretty cool. Player progression. Kawhi is regressing. Not what I want to see, but okay. Paul George regresses 2 overalls. Not what I want to see. Ibaka progresses. Why does Ibaka progress? I don't know. Buddy Hield up to an 82. We have Zubac, Lou Will regress. That's what I expected from him. I don't think he's going to play a lot of minutes for us next year as Patrick Beverly regress. So our point guard position still might not be very good. But he won't play a lot of minutes. Like, we're going to give a lot more minutes to Luke Kennard and Buddy Hield, even if one of them's coming off the bench. So we only have 1 training camp now. Oh. I should have fired my trainer. Okay, I'm going to send Luke Kennard to untapped potential. So here is the starting 5. It's going to be pretty much what it was in the playoffs for us. Beverly, George, Leonard, Ibaka, Zubac with a bench of Buddy Hield, Luke Kennard, Lou Will. So yeah, I was like, oh, should I bring back Reggie Jackson? Do we have a backup point guard? Hey, Lou Will can also be our primary ball handler off the bench. And Daniel Rotoro, the former Minnesota Gopher, I think that's what they're called. He is going to be getting some minutes this year as well as a backup big for us. System proficiency under Ty Lue is 3.5 star balanced. That is the highest star, so we will stick with that. 9th in the power rankings for the reigning champions. All right, we'll see about that. So we end up as the 3 seed this year. Maybe I thought last year we were the 4 seed, but I'm pretty sure we were the 3 seed. But hey, we stay as the 3 seed, and I'm cool with that because we won a championship as one last year. As you can see, Luka averaged a triple-double and 1 MVP. Shout out to Tyrese Halliburton, winning Most Improved with Buddy Hield not on that team anymore. Hey, makes sense. We had Kawhi Leonard on All-NBA second team, no Paul George on All-NBA third team, Kawhi on All-Defensive first team, and Paul George on All-Defensive second team. As we're taking on the team we faced in the Western Conference Finals last year in round 1, so it'll be tough. The New Orleans Pelicans, who have added Josh Richardson. I like that pickup. Also added Ben McLemore, Chris Dunn, and James Johnson. A couple vets there. We can take a look at the player stats as Kawhi was their leading scorer. No surprise at all. Paul George was their number 2 and actually had a better season this year than he did last year. Buddy Hield, 16.5 points, 3 assists, 4 rebounds, 50, 44, 91 splits. Wow. He was so freaking good. 66% true shooting. That's amazing. Ibaka, 14 points and 7 rebounds, 37 from 3. Zubats, 10 and 10, 59 from the field, 79 from the line. Kennard, about 10 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 42 from 3. Lou Will, 9 and 4, 33 from 3. Atoru, wasn't bad in his rookie year. Actually, not at all. 43 off the bench, percentage shooting, 5.7 rebounds, and 6.5 points per game. And Beverly was here, but he's providing us solid defense at the 1. So in offensive rating, we were actually not top 10. We were number 12, but defensive rating, we had to be pretty good, right? Yeah, best defensive team in basketball. That's what I'm talking about. So game 1, I don't think I'm going to mess with the rotation at first, but maybe if we go down 2-0 or 2-1, maybe I'll mess with it a little bit. So let's see. Game 1, we win. It's a good sight to see by 17. Just getting 27. I don't know how to do math. At home. Paul George, we're getting playoff B these playoffs. We got playoff B last year. So let's see if we get it again this year. We will. Good job. Kennard. Just kidding. That's Leonard. I read it as like Kennard, like instead of the L, there's a K. Yeah, you know what I mean. Buddy Hield at 19. Ibaka with a double-double. Kennard wasn't very good. But can we go up 2-0? We can. That is huge. We win by 19 points. Serge Ibaka dropped 35. All right. Paul George was phenomenal. Kawhi was all right. There's Buddy Hield. He only took 6 shots. Lou Will, 3 for 10. All right. But hey, we're up 2-0. Can we go up 3-0? We cannot. Another 1 game away from tying it, which I feel like is going to be the case where both home teams win back and forth. That's pretty much what happened a lot last year's playoffs. No, we go 3-1. I did not expect that. As Paul George dropped 20, same with Hield, Kawhi 18, Zubats 15, and Ibaka 14. And game number 5, we end up winning in 5. That's what I'm talking about. We won by 17 points. Buddy Hield with 29, George with 22. Kawhi wasn't great shooting, but hey, we got the dub. I don't care. And look who we're facing in round 2. A rematch of last year's semifinals and the year before semifinals of the Denver Nuggets. They had a JJ Redick. They brought back Jeremy Grant. They missed him so much. They realized they can't beat the Clippers without him. Oh, they got Derek Culver out of Washington. I was going to say Washington, Virginia University. West Virginia University. Wow, it's early for me. But if you watch the 15-year Celtics rebuild, you know about him. So let's see what happens in game 1. We lost. They are the higher seed than us. Jokic had a phenomenal game. Wow. George was great. So was Kawhi. Damn. We lost game 1, and we're down 2-0. Are you kidding me? We're actually going to lose to this team twice in 3 years in this. Oh, my God. Don't do this to me. They swept us? Are you serious? All right. No, I can't end the video on that note. We got to do 1 more year and try to get our 2nd championship of the video. So we don't have our 1st round pick. It's going to go to the Thunder at 24. Hey, I didn't need that 1st round pick anyway, right? We could pick Andrew Griffin to be our assistant GM. Assistant coach, we could bring in or bring back. Who would this be? Kenny Atkinson. You know what? I would not mind bringing back Kenny Atkinson. Yeah, so let's bring him back. He can help us on the defensive side of the ball. And let's get a new trainer. Yes. Who's got the highest training? Sean Navarro. Oh, my computer went off. We get all 3, though. Bet. So I don't think I'm going to make any trades with these guys, honestly. I think we're going to go past the NBA draft. Do we have a 2nd round pick? We did. We got Maurice Sanders, 70 overall. Not too bad. Team player options. Zubats. Welcome back. Terrence Mann. Welcome back. Kevin Jelly. Welcome back. Jay Scrub. Why not? Qualifying offers. Nobody too important. So Lou Will. I don't think I'm going to bring him back. Do we have any other bird rights on guys? Serge Ibaka, I would like to bring him back on a 1-year deal. If we can get him back on that, I mean, that's a lot of money, but I would not mind bringing him back. Patrick Beverly, getting a deal from the Thunder. 2-year deal. I mean, there's really no other point guards I prefer out here, so we're going to have to bring him back. We're going to have to. So we do bring back Serge Ibaka and Patrick Beverly. Wait, did Lou Will retire? If we're going to play retirements. Oh, he did. Lou Will hanged it up. All right, so we're going to probably have somebody new in the rotation next year. Or if I can also sign somebody just in case, like, I don't know. Let me sign a backup point guard. Isaiah Thomas, Quinn Cook. Rondo. You know what? We'll bring in Rondo. Why not? So we bring in Rondo, back Beverly, and Serge Ibaka. So I know that Rondo is going to regress by a lot when we go to player progression. So he might not even play for us as Kawhi regresses. Paul George is down to an 86. Ibaka down to an 81. Wow, I'm glad we won in our window, which was in year 1 apparently, because we have just been getting worse each year out. So for training camps, we do have 3. We get some Zubats on top potential. Why not? He's only 25. We'll do the same with Luke Kennard, and then we'll do the final one with Daniel or Toru. All right, so this is going to be the starting 5. Beverly, we're going to put Hield in there. We're going to move George to the small forward and Kawhi to the power forward and Ibaka back to center with a bench of Kennard, Zubats, or Toru, and Rajon Rondo, who will be getting 12 minutes a game. Now, if we move Paul George to small forward, he should go up. He does to an 87, but if we move Ibaka back to a center, he goes down to a 77. Yeah, we're going to keep him at power forward. Zubats will move up to a power forward. Why not? And if we move Kawhi to power forward, he goes down 4 overalls. Yeah, we're going to keep him at small forward. So, we're coming in at 13th in the power rankings. Imagine we don't make the playoffs this year. 3-star balance. We are regressing. If we don't win a championship this year, we probably would in any other season going forward unless we traded Kawhi or Paul George, which I don't want to do. So this is championship or bust this year. So we ended the season as the 4th team in the conference, which is fine by me. 13th in the power rankings has me a little concerned, but I think we should be fine. Kemba Walker is on the Grizzlies now. Okay, obviously backing up John Morant. Isaac Defensive Player of the Year. Most Improved Player goes to Killian Hayes as he balled out. And Monty Williams is your Coach of the Year. Jalen Suggs is already on All-NBA 3rd team. That's pretty dope. But we get Kawhi on All-NBA 3rd team. And we get Kawhi on All Defensive 2nd team. And that's it. So we have a rematch from round 1 in the first year of this video against the Memphis Grizzlies. Their team will look a little bit different. They have Moses Moody at the starting 2. Okay, he was not great as a rookie. What would be his per 36? All right. So maybe just didn't play enough. They have Tristan Thompson, Kemba Walker, as I mentioned before, Marcus Aldridge, Scotty Lewis, Terrence Ferguson. Okay. I see you, Zach Kleeman. So, Kawhi Leonard doing what he's been doing. What is this glitch? What is this glitch, 2K? Come on. What are we doing out here? Who is Texas? Is that a G League team you're coming off? The Texas, what are they, Legends? I don't know, but whatever. Paul George, 20 points, 4.5, or maybe it's the Austin Legends. I forgot. 4.5 assists, 4 rebounds. Paul George was still pretty good. Buddy Hield, 19.9 points, 4 rebounds, 3.5 assists. 2K. And it would be cool if we could look at their previous playoff stats. That's something I would have loved to see this year. Ibaka, 12 points, 7 rebounds, over a blocking game, not bad. Luke Kennard. Hey, we had how many guys in double digits? 4, 5, 6, 7 guys in double digits. Not bad, because if we go to our team stats, we weren't great in offensive rating last year, and we weren't top 10 again this year. We're even worse. What? Our offensive rating's at 21. Damn, we were 2nd in defensive rating. That's not very good. And we were 13th in rating differential. Damn, okay. So can we beat the Grizzlies? As we win game 1, though, that is a good sign by 3 points at home. Can we take game 2 as well? Yes, we can. It's what I'm talking about. Buddy Hield drops 30, but I have a feeling we're not going to win game 3. As reverse psychology works, that's what I'm talking about. Usually, we win the first 2 and then lose the next 2, as we ended up winning game 3 on the road by 19 points. Ja had a triple-double. Did not matter. Kennard had 31. George had 24. Can we win game 4? No, we cannot. Can we win game 5? Yes, we can. And we're going to the second round. All right. Are we taking on Denver? No, we're not. Finally, for the first time in this video. We're taking on the Suns, though, who got... Tell me they traded. Okay, they signed Russell Westbrook. I was like, did they trade Chris Paul for Russell Westbrook? That would have been hilarious. But hey, they got Russ, Booker, Peyton Watson, Jalen Smith, DeAndre Ayton, Jalen Johnson, Cam Johnson, Mikal Bridges, and Dario Saric. So game 1, we end up picking up the victory on the 1-seeded team in overtime. I wonder if the Suns had the chance to do the same package to get Russell Westbrook that they did for Chris Paul. Who would they have actually wanted to get? Would they have gotten Russ because he's a little bit younger? I don't know. Or they want maybe Chris Paul because he's maybe just a better person that they like next to Devin Booker. But either way, we ended up winning game 1. Buddy Hield dropped 35. Do we have Pandemic P or Playoff P? We're getting a little bit Pandemic P. Not full Pandemic P, but a little Pandemic P. As in game 2, we do win. Okay, we won by 1 point. Yeah, maybe it is. I mean, 3-point percentage is good, but field goal and free throw is pretty horrible. Kawhi at 27. Can we go up 3-0? Yes, we can. Can we sweep? Oh, my God. Okay, we actually went right through the Phoenix Suns. That's what I'm talking about. Paul George had a really good game 4. Kawhi was also pretty solid there. And we're taking on the Dallas Mavericks for the first time in this video in the playoffs. They have Brunson and Luka. Dalen Terry, he is a rookie, 30th overall pick. looking like a steal there. Jermichael Green, not the best starting power forward, former Clipper, who has actually been horrible in the playoffs. Oh boy, he's still starting. They got KP, Chris Boucher. Why don't you start him there? Josh Green or even Dwight Powell. Seth Curry, they brought him back. Hey, former Clipper Batum and Bielitsa. So Bielitsa and Heel, 2 former Kings, going up here in the conference finals as we lose game 1. We lose game 2. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh my God, come on, force a game. Whatever, I can never beat Luka freaking Doncic.